We're doing an experiment this morning, guys. Chris is still live on the Homestead channel. My phone's got a little bit of a battery left. I don't have my phone plugged in out there, so it's just running on its battery. But it's still got a little bit left, so we've left it running. She's outside cooking. She cuts banana leaves from the front yard. She's been marinating bone-in beef all night long to make barbacoa. And she just put all the banana leaves in the pot, put all the meat in the pot, topped it off with banana leaves, and then she's got the wood fire going outside on the campfire area, and she's about to cook that, slow cook that barbacoa meat this morning, which I'll be eating for lunch later on, probably at the end of the stream, and it's gonna be delicious. So that stream is still going, so if anybody wants to hop over there and say hi to Chris, feel free. Links up at the Discord. But we've still got that stream going. We've been starting those at 4 a.m., 4:15 a.m. They've been going pretty good. Half a dozen people come hang out while we do chores and go watch the cats and the chickens. It's fun times. Welcome everybody to a weekday No Man's Sky session, which does not happen very often right now. But I got some spare time before Friday and we restart Starfield. I got 74 hours, 84, 85, 93 hours. I'm about 93 hours into this game now across these 3 saves. So we're gonna have something special to talk about when I hit 100 hours, which will probably be, if I do 3 hours today, we'll get to what, 96, and then tomorrow's we'll do 3 hours tomorrow. That'll get us, like, I bet we get there by. On the Sunday session, I think the Sunday session will hit 100 hours. Jamie Phillipson over on YouTube says, just started playing No Man's Sky myself for the last few weeks. Really enjoy it. Despite all the hours, already feel that there's too much I haven't explored. Dude, I'm almost 100 hours in, and every time I sit down to play, I learn new things. I mean, it's been pretty awesome. Settler. We gotta go back to our settlement. Oh no, wait, we can use the teleporter here. I forgot. Caught in the warp field in space. There we go. Oh, my citizen over there is tired and grumpy. Alright. You know, one thing, I kind of want to adjust. Where can I adjust the sound? I want the music to come up, actually. I'm going to drop the sound effects just a little. See how that sounds as we get going. Need to make a policy decision. I'm gonna go for do not ban. Like, I want citizen happiness before anything else. I need 3 hydraulic wiring. Oh, these are a pain in the ass to make. Alright, let's, I probably just need to go up to the shuttle because that's where all my crafting materials are. What the hell? Oh, that's my mech. Oh! I forgot I had this thing. I just got this yesterday. I was like, what the hell is wandering around my settlement coming to eat me? Alright. There's my food. Today is a 2 for stream, everybody. Playing No Man's Sky this morning. I'll be playing World of Warcraft tonight. Tonight we're going to be doing questing for a couple of hours in World of Warcraft, and then we're going to finish up with dungeons with some guild members. I'll be starting that around 5 or 6 p.m. this evening. I keep forgetting I don't need to get out of my ship. Ooh, is this a symmetrical hauler? It is a symmetrical hauler. What are your stats, sir? I don't have a big hauler like this yet. Oh, it's a boring C-class, but I gotta say, it's nice and symmetrical. No, Jamie, I got very, very lucky on my freighter. The very first freighter I came across was the Peregrine. I got very lucky on this freighter. I got a Class A freighter. It was the first freighter I came across when I started playing. And I just sat on it for like the first 6 weeks I played before I started doing anything. I still haven't done a lot with it because I just finished up the Atlas storylines. I'm working on my settlement stuff right now. I was working on the astrophage stuff yesterday, but now that I understand what goes into the astrophage stuff, we're gonna relax on that today. I need more salvage frigate modules to be able to get the matter transporter, and I can't get these frigate modules until my faction is higher. But there's ways to farm those. I've been offered like 20 different ways by different people. I'm choosing the ways that I want to do it, and the way that I want to do it is by doing missions. So I'm right now working on getting faction up with the missions and also the settlement in between. Those are my 2 objectives right now. I'll probably gotta go back to the community planet tomorrow, maybe today. We're gonna go back to the community planet and work on some more base building there. Now that it's an open planet. And then Sunday we'll do another tour of some more bases, and I'm not sure what else we'll do on Sunday, but yeah. But I got lucky with this. It looked really cool, and happened to be a Class A, which was sheer luck, because these are procedurally generated, so they can look like a lot of different things. Anyway. That's an interesting hauler. Emulator says, not sure if it changed, but there used to be a handful of ship designs you find in the same system. So if we go to the space station here, we may find a better class of that hauler design if we just sit around and loiter. Or if there's a trade station down on the planet as well. Tanner Jack says, back to No Man's Sky temporarily. The weekly sessions are still in play on Sunday mornings at 5 a.m. Central. We played some No Man's Sky yesterday, we're doing it today and tomorrow, but on Friday, the main stream becomes Starfield. And we're dipping back into my second playthrough, which we left off in May, around episode 128 or something. So we're going to pick that up. I got sidetracked, I came up here to craft. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we need 3 hydraulic wirings, which I might not have all the resources to make those. Okay, put these in my exosuit. Oh my god, I need to do some inventory management. Well, let's make these first. I need 3. I can only make 1. What do I need to make another? Carbon nanotubes. I got some of those. I don't need to even make more of those. We got some more. Can I do a Donnie Baker impression? I don't know if I'm good. I don't know if I can do a good enough Donnie Baker impression to make it worthwhile. I would need to go watch some Donnie Baker to be able to do a proper Donnie Baker impression first thing in the morning. I need 1 more, so looks like I've got plenty of salt. I just need... Okay, now we can go back down to the planet. Woo! I don't know why Donnie Baker popped into my mind this morning. That comedian passed away. It's got to be like a decade ago now, I feel like. Maybe it hasn't been that long. I don't remember. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you need to go look up Donnie Baker sometimes. He's a funny redneck comedian character. Nothing than alligators, Glenda. I'm Donnie Baker. That's a fact. I could totally see him doing ranting on No Man's Sky. Alright, that's an hour and a half of stuff going on there. Oops. Well, I think if that's doing that, additional collectibles. Exotic collectibles can be synthesized with Quicksilver. Complete next exhibitions. If I remember correctly, we did one of those last weekend. Because I think there's like the Nexus or the Quicksilver weekend missions or whatever they are, the weekly. Paradise Planet. Fantasy the Settlement, which we're working on right now. I kind of don't want to do any questing today. Let's finish these off. And then I could do some base building, I guess. Let's go see. See if I have a space station over there. May not have been there yet. Don't think I have. What's up, Babylonia? Up, up, and away! Oh, that's in this. That's in this system. Oh, there we go. That's a trip, man. It was on a different planet, but it was freaking out with the curvature of the planet. Oh, I probably need to go outside and check on that by the camera, because it's still running. The battery's probably running low. Let's get on site here. And I'll go outside and drop that other stream. Looks like Chris has already got the pot on. So that barbacoa is going to be cooking for the next 3 or 4 hours. It's going to be good. Superheated rain, great. Oh, it says working on copying my data and apps over to my second replacement phone in 4 days using your friendly face as a rage deterrent. Oh man, sorry. I've been debating getting a second phone for, I've got multiple projects going on right now, so I'm debating getting a second phone for one of the other projects. That is a nasty storm. What is going down so fast? I got phosphorus. Are you a predator? No. Let's see any predators around. Oh, I bet it's that thing right there. Yep. I still need to find a stinking predator. Imprint of an ancient civilization was once absorbed by this strange marker. The story of the Volcano somehow spills out in the language of my own people. We're going to seek knowledge of the past. Give it 25 Mordite. Dig site coordinates are over in that direction. I think I need to fly over there. Yeah, that's a long way away. Hang on, there's another animal where? Right there. Are you a predator? Up, up, and away! Fine, we'll go down manually. Into the storm, my friends. All right, we're gonna stay on the ship for just a minute. I gotta run outside and turn the other stream off. Chris is still cooking out there, and we left the stream going for a bit, but I think the battery's probably about to die on my phone, so I need to go out there. It's not plugged in. So I'm gonna go take that phone down, get that stream turned off, and come back to the office. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right. Chris is cooking. She made some pate, apparently, for the cats. I didn't know she'd done that. Ah, a little bit of grape juice. Actual grape juice. I don't get wine until later. I sometimes drink wine with breakfast, but not today. What happened? Uh-huh. She literally just cooked a bunch of chicken and took all the collagen and bone, not the bone, the cartilage, all the cartilage, fat, and everything else, and all the chicken bits specifically, and just mushed it up and did a blend and added it to some. So, all right. Okay, somebody just came in. Oh, it's Frodo. What's up, buddy? You gonna go to sleep? Go over there to your bed. Commander Wolf says, have you ever thought about doing this in VR at all? I don't know if you have a kit, but if your computer can run it. My computer can run it. I've got a 4080 in that rig. That's a brand new laptop. But I'm not going to go spend money on a VR rig for one game. If I played like 6 VR games, sure. But it's not worth it to me to do it for one game. However, if anybody wants to send me one for Christmas, I'm happy to test it. Alright. What were we doing here? Digging something up, I think. We need artifact fragments. Oh, I did one of these before. I think we have to go dig. Yeah, I vaguely remember this. Does it show them on the map? Sort of. Who is it? Pippin? Where's she at now? Bring her in here. Come on, Pippin. Come on, Momo. Okay. Tráela si quieres. Unearth the artifact of the train with the... Dusty reports. Now we can go turn that in. Commander Wolf Dragon says, I don't understand the hate for Dragon Age. I tell you, did a video, I was going to watch later. I've been doing at least a couple videos a week on Dragon Age the Veilguard. BioWare, basically every time BioWare puts out an update, or IGN, because IGN is doing their first series throughout the month of September, so we've been getting like 2 updates a week. We're due for one because it's been a few days. So as soon as there's a new update, I'm going to go do some more. But yeah, it's the same little angry incels who hated Star Wars Outlaws. It's literally just a bunch of little angry little boys. The worst part is so I'll even read this comment. Hang on, I'm gonna show this comment. Well, I don't know if I can show it because it's on my PC. I have this ready for the next time I do a Dragon Age video. I may have mentioned this yesterday. I have a comment on YouTube that is held for review, and we're gonna read it the next time we do. We're gonna show it off on screen and read it the next time we do Dragon Age the Veilguard. The comment that was left is literally this. It's on my video of saying I love the look of the combat in Dragon Age the Veilguard because I'm genuinely excited for it. And somebody left a comment that says, "Are you retarded? This game looks like it was made by pink-haired DEI lesbians." So I don't permit that kind of shit on my channel. That's a nice reserved comment that we're going to cover in the next Dragon Age video, because the hate that the game is getting has nothing to do with the game. The hate that the game is getting from a certain group of people is because they have some people on their team who have transitioned, and there are people on that team who are not straight, and that apparently triggers some straight people who can't handle the fact that people of a differing sexuality are working on their video games. Yeah, right, because BioWare's never had gay characters before. I know, it's a stupid thing. It's the same stupidity we saw for Star Wars Outlaws. It's the same stupidity we see for other things. I get so many comments a week right now where I'm deleting them and removing the people from the channel because it's just constant people complaining about, like, literally somebody came on a Lord of the Rings Online video and was like, I'm not going to play this trash because they've injected all this woke BS. And I'm like, in Lord of the Rings Online, what are you? There are people who just are, that's their brain. Their brain is programmed to say, DEI, woke. And so it's a really horrible plague with a certain subset of community members out there on the internet. And so I just hide those people and boot them from the channel. But those are the types of people who hate Dragon Age Veilguard. And I'll point this out because I was very disappointed to see this happening. I realize that different streamers do different things to be sensational. And he is often obnoxious, the person I'm about to mention. But I have also seen him be very intelligent in certain areas. Love him or hate him. But Asmongold has often... Sometimes he does things that I'm really interested in because he has a good perspective as someone who's younger than me. But also sometimes he has obnoxious things. And recently he's done some really obnoxious things related to Tales of the Shire, as an example. It moved their launch date to next year. And he came out and he was making a video that was all about when they announced this trailer they did for Tales of the Shire. It's a cozy, cute little Hobbit game, right? No combat. You're just going to be making a Hobbit, living through Shire. It's Weta Workshop's first ever video game. I'm going to get attacked while I'm sitting here and discussing things. Cute little Shire game, right? And rather than talk about the gameplay footage, him and several other content creators focused on the fact that one of the developers who's in the video has pink hair, and another one of the videos is also a woman, and she's heavily tattooed. And the commentary around Tales of the Shire has nothing to do with the game. It's literally, these guys have said on their videos, they've looked at the appearance of these two women working on this game, and they said, oh, that tells me all I need to know about Tales of the Shire. I'm not going to play it. looking at these two women gives me all I need to know that I'm not going to play this game. And I think that that's a really unfair, absolutely horrible thing to say, because you're not even judging the game based on gameplay or anything else. You're basing your decision based on the appearance of a person. That's the grossest, most sexist, most ignorant shit I have seen. And unfortunately, there are quite a bit of people on the internet who do that kind of shit. So pardon my rant this morning, everybody, but that kind of shit, we don't permit that on my channel, and I also don't permit like people who rant about Rings of Power, or people who want to rant about Amazon, or people who want to rant about Disney, or no, fuck off. I don't want you here. We're not permitting that stuff to talk here. If you love Star Wars, then love Star Wars. If you love Middle Earth, then love Middle Earth. If you love Dragon Age, then love Dragon Age. But don't try to think that just because your warped perspective on an intellectual property that I still enjoy greatly is somehow going to, you can't judge things based on those kind of decisions. Like looking at someone's appearance and saying, I'm not going to play that game, or I'm not going to watch that show, or I'm not, get out of here. Bye. No, gross. Ugh. Gross. There are so many people out there who just can't handle, they're like, Amazon, I hate Amazon, I hate Disney, man, triggered. So those are the people who are upset with Dragon Age. Those of us who are fans, those of us who are BioWare fans, those of us who are gamers who have grown up with the franchise, we're fucking psyched for Dragon Age. Are you kidding me? It's the first time we've had a Dragon Age game in like 10 years. I'm ride or die with BioWare. I'm ride or die with Star Wars. I'm ride or die with Middle Earth. I'm ride or die with Star Trek. You can't take the sky from me, bitchy little incel trolls. Anyway, that's my rant. Those are the only people that hate Dragon Age. Otherwise, it looks great. It's going to be an awesome playthrough. I'm sure we triggered some people with that little rant. Burlack says, can't wait for Tales of the Shire. Take your time, devs. I'm buying. Oh, I'm 100% on board with Tales of the Shire. The fact that it's Weta Workshop's first ever video game, and they've been in the industry working on Middle Earth stuff for, 20 plus years now, is 25 years? More than that, probably, if you go back to the roots of when they first started working on the films. Burlack says, makes me want to buy it twice. Those people work their asses off. Yes, indeed. Andromeda was great. The only issue with Andromeda when it launched was the bug eye animations were a little fun, but that didn't take away from the game being fun. It's the same. We had a same core group of people. Oh, I haven't watched the Undying. I just need to put that on my list. I forgot all about to watch that. I've got it bookmarked to read the Unknown Nitro. That's the one with the actors from The Witcher, I think. I saw the teaser during Gamescom, but I forgot to do the reaction video to the trailer. Unknown trailer. Yeah, Commander. It's the same thing with Star Wars Outlaws and other things. Like, if you look at the commentary on YouTube around some of these titles, it's just rage. And the thing is the guys who are making those videos, it's all male for the most part. I don't know that I've seen too many females complaining about it. It's mostly males. And it's just the stupidest commentary ever. And it's always, like, the commentary around Star Wars Outlaws was like, how ugly the main character looked, and it's like, and that's because that crowd who makes those types of commentary are the people who want to play your Stellar Blades and your Descendant with the big ass anime titties in their face and a jiggly ass on screen with some little cheerleader skins. It's like, do not pay attention to those people. Just do not. Just block them, ignore them, remove them from your algorithm. Like, it's a cesspool out there. Nothing wrong with those games, but the type of people who fixate on those things rather than good gameplay mechanics and story and all these other things, Uh, and also, not just there's another game called Exodus, which I've been signed up to their. It was announced last year. Matthew McConaughey's in it, um, and it's from the people who made Mass Effect, like the original creative director, if I remember correctly, from Mass Effect. Um, they have a company working underneath it's Archetype Entertainment, I think, underneath Wizards of the Coast, and they're making a brand new science fiction game, which looks and sounds amazing. I've been signed up to their newsletter for like a year. They just had a novel that just came out, written by I forget who, Thomas. I forget who. He's a big sci-fi author. They have so much that's going to be a game we go all in on as well. I haven't really covered it a lot here on the channel, but that's going to be starting to get into rotation because they're doing a lot of dev diaries now and interviews and showing off snippets and things. Bill Williams says, I really wish they included the Quarian arc in the base game. It would have been cool, yeah. Burlak says DA is going to take about 300 hours of life for me. I'm genuinely curious. If it is a 50-hour game, that's one thing. If it's a 100-hour game, I'm going to have to change my plans for what I was planning on playing in the month of November. If it's 50 hours, I can complete it before Assassin's Creed Shadows and Stalker 2. But if it's got to be 100 hours, then we're just going to play that the whole month of November. Going back to Tales of the Shire, by the way, everybody, the 22nd, which is this upcoming Sunday, they've got a live stream showing off the game for the first time. We will be covering that. I'll probably be live streaming that event. That's going to be Sunday coming up. I'll confirm with some dates and stuff. We'll probably just, on Sunday, after the No Man's Sky stream, we'll probably just roll over into a reaction filming session. And we're going to watch Tales of the Shire presentation. On October 3rd, the Stalker 2 team has a documentary coming out from Xbox on the Xbox YouTube channel on the making of Stalker 2. We're going to cover that. Of course, any Dragon Age the Veilguard coverage. Tomorrow morning, I'll have my review for episode 6 of Rings of Power out. Chris and I watched Split last night, which is the second in the Unbreakable trilogy, and I had not seen Split yet. I've also not seen Glass. We're going to watch Glass tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll probably do a review of the whole trilogy. And I am thinking about splitting off my movie reviews onto a separate channel. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Hang on. I was supposed to go up to the station. I got sidetracked. Well, then he says, I have at least 300 hours in every Dragon Age game so far. Can't imagine playing this one less, but time will tell. Yeah, I think it depends on how big is that first playthrough. Because if it's a Baldur's Gate 3 style, size, then that's a 100-hour game minimum for the month of November. But it could also be more streamlined to be like a 50-hour. It could be like God of War, just be like a 50-hour streamline. Oh, I don't care about trade frequencies. Get out of here. I was hoping it might be like one of those messages for the autophage. I'm abandoning that for now, Emulator. I got very frustrated by doing that yesterday. That was not fun for me, so we're not gonna work on that anymore right now. I went and did a bunch of reading on what needs to be done for the autophage, and everything I was reading was talking about that quest line is one of those things that was, as someone was mentioning yesterday, it's meant to be found while you're exploring. And so everything I found yesterday doing deep dives said that you do need to go grind killing these mobs to get this thing, echolocator or whatever, which takes you over here and gives you this thing. And when you have that thing in your inventory, you get the message, which then takes you to the quest. I have no desire to go grind. That's what we did during Liquidators, was like combat and grind combat. That's still fresh in my memory, and I have no desire to do that. I have no desire to just go kill a bunch of sentinels over and over and over and over and over to get a drop. That's like a 10% drop rate that is then going to help me unlock a quest. I will eventually do things that lead in that direction. Maybe there's another random thing that has to happen, but I have no desire to grind kill mobs. No, thank you. So we're gonna do other stuff instead. I've still got other things I can work on. I've got the settlements. We're working on grinding faction, which is a different kind of grind. I may have another day where I go, hey, let's go do that today, but it won't be this day. Yesterday, the end of yesterday's session was not fun for me. I was like, this is really frustrating. I just want to be able to like, where's the quests? Oh, no, I'm not donating a cargo bulkhead. I still have that. I need to go put that on my freighter. Let's go do that now before I forget. Oh, and I need to do my debriefs on the expeditions. Dude, there was a portal right there I could have taken to the... I always forget that you can portal back to your capital ship. There is a post up, Draken PWN, over on YouTube in the posts section that lists out the next 6 weeks of what we're working on. There's also a video from about a month ago that talks about the next 6 months. Everything is already laid out in stone. We're starting Starfield on the Friday, this Friday, the 20th. Going back into Starfield for the second playthrough, picking up where we left off in May, doing Shattered Space. And then from that, Diablo 4 DLC, New World Tournament. Black Ops 6 campaign. And then Dragon Age Veilguard. No, honey, if you're going to try to jump, where are you going? Come here. Alright. Now I got sidetracked. Kitty Cats and Chris. What the hell was I doing? Oh, we were going back to the freighter to install the bulkhead, and I was like, I can use the portal. I don't have to fly. Because what I really want to do, more than anything else, is I want to get my matter beam, but I gotta get frigate parts to do that. And everybody's giving me like 20 different options. The option that I'm choosing is to get my faction up by doing missions and turning in the faction items and things. And that takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's probably going to take me the next 2 months to get my freighter where I want it. But that is the overall goal. And then in between that, I'm going to be doing expeditions. I've got other storylines. We've got the Red Planet storyline, I think it's what it's called. Red something. I'll go take a look at it here in a minute. Alright, we got indium, albumin plurals, and a bunch of credits. And I want to check out fishing in my main save now that I did fishing with the expedition. Cryo pump, okay. Units, storage augmentation, always happy to see that. Thermic condensate. Convergence cube. Alright, that expedition is ended. So... Starship expansion module. That needs to go to my exosuit. Can I install the bulkheads here? Add additional storage. I can. I've got 2. I'm not gonna add cargo. I'm gonna add. Can I add? Because I need 4 salvage frigate modules. And I only have 2. It's not that thing. Sorry, I need 5. I need 5 for the matter beam. I was looking at the wrong thing. So I gotta get 3 more. I've got 2 so far, and it's taken me a while to get those. But I gotta get 3 more before I can unlock the matter beam. That's the long-term goal. In between that, I'm just doing lots of little shit. Lots of busy work. How come? I wonder if I need... I wonder how much fuel I have. Not a lot. I'm out of something. Probably tritium. Yep. Although, wouldn't it have pulled it from my... It's dehydrogen. Really, I don't have a lot of dehydrogen? Ho-hum, says I. Well, we're gonna have to take care of that too. See ya, Burlak. That's a good one, Himmelator, because I always forget to check the Nexus missions. I always forget. That is a bad habit. One of these days I'll learn. It's like, you know, I've got it ingrained to go check for the, Can I not stick things? I was about to say, why isn't it letting me do quick transfer to the storages? Do I have to go up? It wasn't letting me do it on the bridge either, I think. That's what I was literally just looking at. I was like, why isn't this working? Well, see, it's not letting me do it from here either. And this is the main part of the freighter. Or do you have to literally be standing up here? Aha! There it is. So we have to be standing in this section. Alright. Do exosuit on that. No, I put it in the... put it in the wrong place. Pirate transponder, we'll hold on to that. Aluminum pearl. Alright, we gotta do a lot of this. I'm gonna hold on to that, hold on to the faction things, enriched carbon, wiring thing. I could sell that, right? Dusty reports. I'll sell that key. I'll hold on to that, hold on to that. I can stash that. Paraffinium. No, I definitely... And we need more dehydrogen. I probably should hold on to the cobalt. Not gonna need that. Yeah, some of them do. So, cogs, trade terminal, scrap at a trade terminal, ration data is sulfurine. That's a frigate upgrade. I should put that on the freighter. Give that to the freighter. Multi-tool. We need to do the multi-tool and the starship expansion back on the ship. Sentinel flare. So that's how you deactivate your little munchkin that follows you around. Hard frame engine. All the purple ones are faction items, right? Or can be faction items. Docksite. Some of these are just crafting. A sinister shard. Selecting returning shatter. Oh, you can extract components from these. Alright, meaty chunks. Sentinel weapon shard, we'll check that out in a minute. Inventory management. Live. Actually, I probably want to hold on to the ammonia because that was for the do I need all this ammo? Probably not. Yeah, it's for my toxic protection. Thank you. That's what I couldn't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Okay, I think everything else I can hold on to. I have so much carbon, which is cool, and a lot of silicate. Oh, I could ditch the indium too. Oh, I put it in the wrong one. Freighter, come here. Put your indium in the box, man. threw something in here I wanted to pull back. I don't remember what it was. By the way, what are these? Bromide salts. Don't need those. Ah, let's grab this out. Cryo pump. That's worth 4.5 million units. Holy crap. Manufactured gas product. Is that used? It's just used for crafting and trading. Well, I'm going to hold on to that in the off chance that I might need it for something. Do I have any dehydrogen? I do. Well, that's not it. Oh, phosphorus. That's what it was. Or whatever it was. The ammonium. Something I put in here. This right over here. The green stuff. Where did it go? It's not that. That was the... Was it chlorine? It wasn't chlorine. Where did it go? Oh, and I've got more salt. I'm definitely going to grab that because I need it for that other thing I was crafting. Somewhere in here is the ammonia. I think that's what I was looking for. Okay. Store it. It's the mining beam pulse spitter. Life support tanks. It's gonna hold that there for a second. These are pretty nice. Like, I may have to do something with these. Critically damaged oxygen drain. I'm gonna fix those. Solar panel power. Fuel efficiency, life support, sprint distance. That's a big one. All right, so essentially, I could choose to hold on to these if I wanted to. However, some of these I don't really care about. But this one was pretty nice. The doomed load balancer is pretty nice. But the rest of these I honestly don't care about too much. Sprint distance I'm always going to be happy to have. I think we want to put sprint is 59. sprint distance 74. That's much better. Okay. And then I need carbon nanotubes to fix that. Okay, that's fixed. Okay, we've got a couple of upgrades we can install at the space station. And I need a lot more dehydrogen if I'm going to send off freighters for missions, but because I don't have any money to make fuel. Money? Not money. Dehydrogen. I'm good on tritium for the moment, I think. I got 37 minutes on my settlement. Definitely some waypoint wonkiness this morning. Mr. Big Bear says, I missed this game. Well, you should play it. If you miss it, you should play it. Man, I have yet to find a predator for that one mission I have. Oh, I gave all my tritium to my ship. Gosh darn it. Well, and just as I was saying, I don't need any more tritium. I don't need any more tritium on my freighter. I do need more tritium here. Apparently. Good thing there's an asteroid field right here. Alright, we're clear at the free field. Don't care. Failing. Stu says, as far as predators, I had to look through my fauna discoveries. I probably am going to have to look at each one and figure out which one is an actual predator versus which one isn't. Because I just need one for a mission. Do I need any of the things you're offering for free? Not really, but I might as well take that. Alright, we have one for the... I know it's one for the ship. I think it was the multi-tool was the other one I have. I don't think it's the exosuit. I'm gonna take another slot for technology. Thank you very much. Two of those or one of those? I think I only had one of those? Yeah, that's the hard frame engine. Yeah, was it? I had one. I don't see another one. Alright. Is the other one multi-tool? Yes. Anything cool? No. Nope. It would be great if I could change colors, but I cannot. 50,000 nanites to upgrade the class? My goodness. Does it cost different based on the class? I would love to know how much this one costs to upgrade, because if I could upgrade this to an A class, I would happily switch this over just because this is 25,000. I think this one looks a lot cooler. Like, I love the colors on this one. This looks like something straight out of Halo. Like, and the little gas chamber is like at the back, not instead of sticking out the nose. I really love the look of this one, so if I can ever get to the point where I can upgrade this to an A class, I will do it. I'm holding on to that one. I really like it. Bullywag says the game looks great, but looks like it needs a lot of hours building up resources. The main... So I would say the first probably 75 hours of my gameplay session, Bullywags, honestly, it felt pretty... like you're gathering things as you go, and so it's not like you're stopping to grind resources. However, since I've finished up like the main storylines and now I'm working on like side missions and stuff, some of these side missions are definitely based around you're going to need a lot of resources to get these things that you want, or to upgrade the things that you want to upgrade. So yes, I am in the part of the gameplay now where it's requiring a lot of resource harvesting and or just really deep you know, you're going deep into the mechanics of the game. Like the settlement system, yes, that's requiring me to do a ton of resource grinding, and they're assuming that you've finished all the main quests to be able to want to put time into that. The freighter thing, that's a months long journey for me. The freighter thing is not going to be something I do in like a session or two. It's going to take me probably 2 months to get to the point where I want my freighter to be. And I accept that, you know, I only play once a week usually. In this case, I'm playing a little bit extra while we're waiting to do Starfield. But yeah, late stage parts of the game, definitely you're spending a lot of time doing resource gathering, which is great if you're just going to sit, chill on stream, hang out, chat to people. We were talking the other day about, there's somebody mentioned the other day they listen to podcasts while they play. Some people like listen to music while they play, put on a playlist and just go out for a couple hours and harvest resources. But not everyone wants to do that. Like I said, I've talked multiple times, including yesterday, about the fact that I prefer cinematic narratives RPGs, which is why this is never, you know, this is a great game for me to use as filler in between other things I do. But I don't, this game lacks the story elements that I need to keep me continually occupied, which is why I play so many games. This is actually a funny little anecdote. I don't moderate my TikTok. It's quite volatile. It's all the stuff that I do curate. I moderate my YouTube heavily because this is where I spend 90% of my time. This is where I make the bulk of my money. So YouTube and Twitch, I definitely curate these. I don't on TikTok. So TikTok comments that I get are quite bad sometimes. And there was someone really irritated that I was enjoying the New World Eternum open beta weekend, and one of the comments that was like, "You're just a tourist. You're only ever going to play for a few weeks, and you're going to be off to the next thing. So you have no right to be talking about this game because you don't play it enough." And it's like, okay, whatever. But like, this is my job. Like, I'm a variety streamer, variety content creator. Like, I literally every game I play for a limited amount of time. I don't. You know, even if it's a game like Lord of the Rings Online or Star Wars Republic where I have lots of hours built up over many years, I don't main those games ever. It's like maybe it'll take up a couple months of my time here and there when there's major updates. But most things, like with No Man's Sky, this is a weekly thing, and it's going to take me a long time to accumulate. And I'm going to play lots of other games in the meantime. Angry people out there. I probably have enough tritium now to move on because I have some on the main ship too. I need dehydrogen, honestly, which means we can go look for a predator somewhere and then harvest the dehydrogen. Like under Rebel Star, I have that quest line to work on too. Predator extermination sought. I don't think it matters what planet we go to. Or does it? I think it's just any planet. A staff multi-tool? I didn't know they were staff multi-tools emulator. That sounds awesome. Beast 2 says the water supply needs medicated. Dude, my water supply is already medicated. And of course they're built at autophage terminals, the thing that's going to take me forever to eventually get to. Okay, are there any predators? There's something over here. I don't know what it is. Is it in the water? You know what? Hey, it counted. I just randomly shot at it thinking, hey, I wonder if it's a predator, and I got the credit. Alright, we're good. I didn't actually check to see if it was. However, we're not good, because we need lots of dehydrated. You can get grumpy all you want, Sentinel. I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to kill you. I guess it's my Sentinel now that I didn't pay attention to that. Oh my god. That's a big boost. Nothing like not being able to see where they're in a storm. Well, I've got plenty. I'll take some of this. I've got plenty of phosphorus. Excuse me. This ought to be enough. At least to keep me going for the meanwhile. Thing is I use, in the beginning it was chromatic metal that was holding me up. And then ever since, I mean, the last few sessions, it's been dehydrogen. I mean, I use it for like everything. What is down in here? Is this a cave? Man, I can't tell if that's a cave. Fuck it. Wow, we're way down here. Holy crap. That was slightly terrifying. Oh, there's like a couple of mining nodes down in here too. What is that? Cobalt, which I need more of. Activated copper? I've never heard of activated copper. Well, I guess we're gonna do some advanced mining today, everybody. I don't know that I've seen activated copper before. If I have, I don't remember. How do I get to it, though? Stone clearing. So we just go up here. Oh, that's not good. Woo! Okay. Ooh, vortex cube. There's another one. Alright. There it is. I was looking for the bottom of it. Here we go. Oh, it's a big ass vein of this shit, man. Look at that. It goes all the way up and down. Wow, okay. Well, let's... Activated copper. Very cool, man. Grab that cobalt next. And at some point, we're gonna go back and do some building, I think, on the base. Come on now. What's up, Frodo? Come here. Do you want to come here? You're just talking to me from over there? Alright, go back to sleep, buddy. cobalt back in here. This is really cool, man. Well, if I'm gonna get that cobalt, I'm gonna have to go up, I think. Oh, I made it out. What are you? Only ferrite dust? Man, looked really cool with that green spiky hair. And it's nothing. I feel deceived. It's false advertising. And we're gonna insert a Bethesda joke here. Because you know someone out there. Bethesda lied! That green node. It lied! This is a sizable chunk of cobalt. Below says, there are huge subterranean underground areas on Mars. Gravity mapping takes large energy structures on the surface of Mars. I was asking that question the other day because I think it would be really cool if they eventually added, like if we could find a planet that was built by an ancient nanotech civilization or something and it's just been abandoned. I think that would be cool to have something like that added in. I can't tell you how excited I am for the Shattered Space DLC, guys, for Starfield, because we're getting it, you know, as much as much fun as I had during the procedural stuff. They do really good handcrafted, and the House of Arun stuff, all of Shattered Space is all handcrafted. I can't wait. Hemhutter says it's in its punk rock phase. It would be great, says Billy Wags, if we could find some ancient fossilized microbe in the solar system somewhere. Rare Earth hypothesis is a bit depressing. Yeah. Alright, I think we have enough. Drusilla isn't playing Starfield right now. Awesome. I almost played a little bit last night, and I was like, nope, I'm going to go do World of Warcraft. I got to level up my Paladin. Killcam says, if you find a plant that has ancient bones are worth a lot of money, they are. I have plenty of cash right now, so I'm doing all right. I think we're good. All right, we need to go to the space station first, though. And then we're going to go back to our settlement. Oh, the base game was great, Brian. Had its typical launch jank. It's all good. Bubbly says a good chance that there's a vast lava plume there under Olympus Mons, and the geothermal processes aren't as dead as we previously thought. There's lots of what ifs, man. It's gonna be good. What's up, Gatorade? If you guys missed it this morning, the early morning Catio stream turned into Christina cooking stream. I did have to shut that stream down about 30 minutes ago though because the phone was running out of battery. Which brings me though to the next part. I'm gonna need to get a phone charger, like a longer cable is what I'm gonna need to get, so that we can keep that phone plugged in and streaming when Chris. Because she was like, oh, we should just record while I'm cooking, and I was like, that's not a bad idea. And then ran out of batteries, so I need to get a longer cable so that we can connect it to the tripod over there, so that she can move that camera around the corner. She was even talking to me today. She was like, talking about leaving the camera up while she's doing yard work and stuff. I was like, that's a great idea. Keep that live stream going non-stop. I'm all down for that. So we're gonna be on the lookout for some longer charging cables for our phones. Priscilla says I'm trying to gear up for Shattered Space. I don't know what level it is. It looked in the video, in the trailer, it looked like level 40 and 50 stuff. That's one of the reasons we're going in 10 days early, starting on Friday, because I need to also check that along with start to look for a place to build my outpost. I don't even know what level that character is when I left off. Daddy Sanjo subscribing over on Twitch. Thank you so much for the support. All right. Hunt pirates? Let's do it. Raid a planetary harvester. I don't even know what that is, but we're gonna take it. Collect 50 frost crystals. Kill 3 sentinels. We're not doing these right now though, by the way, everybody. We're going back down to the oh, I need the faction. We're going back down to the settlement really quick. Daddy Sanjo says, oh, same, so you're double dipping. Awesome. Thank you very much. Drusilla says there'll probably be some scaling, more than likely, yeah. Yeah, I've heard that a couple of times, Sniffer. I've only seen him once, though.
Navigational data received.
Dragon Age Veilguard is soon, Bullywags. Can't wait. We are going to be doing a massive playthrough. I have to make a final decision about whether I'm going to do a ranger or a thief. Like, am I going to... Because here's the thing. The original Dragon Age, the very first character I ever did, was a human thief. And then I carried that through Dragon Age 2, and I carried that through Dragon Age 3. And if I want to carry that tradition, I would play a rogue, a dual-wielding rogue in this one. The combat looks intense. However, since I played those games, I've begun to gravitate more towards the ranged characters in my past, tenures. But then, even in the last couple of years, I've started leaning more towards the druid, because I've been having a lot of fun with the druid in like World of Warcraft and Baldur's Gate 3. But there's no druid class in Dragon Age Veilguard. There's just fire mage, ice mage, life mage, or necro. And it's like, oh, I don't want to do any of those. So the rangers looks cool, sounds cool, and I've done rangers before in the past. But I also have loved the dual wielding combat they've shown off in those videos. So I may end up going a dual wield rogue. I just haven't made up my mind yet. It's gonna be great. Sandra says, I love your YouTube member content where it's mostly just thoughts and little 10-minute ideas and topics. We're due for another one. I think it's been about a week and a minute since we did the last one. I'm gonna go look. I know the last one we did was an analytics discussion on August, because August was a really good month. Yeah, it's been 11 days, so we're due one. I try to do them at least twice a month. I used to do them like 3 times a week, and I just can't keep that pace up. Plus, I ran out of things to talk about like all the time, so now we're a little more low-key. In exchange, I'm live twice a day streaming these days, so. Sandra says, everybody already attacking Dragon Age Veilguard for being DEI woke. Yeah, you must have missed that. We ranted about that earlier. It's so stupid. Where I'm definitely going to be in for another Outlaws type situation where all my videos, they're already getting attacked. Every time I do a Dragon Age Veilguard video, I have multiple people in the comments ranting about how the developers this, transgender this, woke this, DEI that. Just get out of here. Hide, 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 hide from channel, hide from channel, hide from channel. Oh, you're censoring us. No, I'm not. I'm curating my community. I only want people here who are going to enjoy a Dragon Age Veilguard playthrough. If you don't want to play Dragon Age Veilguard, or if you get pissed off because you can't handle developers having a different sexuality than you, then I don't want you on my channel. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you in my airspace. Stiffer says, I only have 442,677 nanites. Should I get more? You, sir, have an addiction. I think the worst comments I'm getting there recently on TikTok is all around New World Eternum, and it's just a bunch of salty PC players, like the elite master PC race people who are just upset that the game is coming to consoles. There is I've gotten probably 50 comments from people who are just ranting about aim assist because the console edition is adding the ability to do a target lock with the thumb click, which every action game you play does it. You get some sort of an action lock. You lock onto the target, and then you can switch left or right, go to different type, but you lock on. And people are having meltdowns about the target lock because of the PvP component of the game, which, by the way, is optional and consensual. The base game is a PvE game, but there are PvP activities you can do, and the people are having meltdowns because they're calling the aim lock an aim bot, and I'm like, there is such a huge difference between an aim bot, aim assist, and target lock. And if you don't know the difference between those things, you're an idiot. That's literally what that comes down to. They're just little upset PC players playing with their mouse and keyboard, and they're like, no, how dare you get target lock? Rah! Angry, triggered. And yes, we're going to make fun of those people every time. Stiffer says, 4,571 hours of No Man's Sky. Should I play more? I'm going to cross, I think Sunday we'll cross 100 hours in this game, which is pretty cool. Came down here for something. Ah, here we go. A visitor has arrived at the settlement. Programmist has a great point. He says, characters in No Man's Sky are transgender anyway, so I don't care. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, seriously, like, yeah, it is bad, Sanjo. It's really bad to the point where the rhetoric, you have people, we were talking about this earlier about the whole people out there telling other people not to play Tales of the Shire because they don't like the way the developers look, because they've got transgender people on their team, and they've got tattooed women running their team, and they've got people with pink hair as creative directors and narrative leads, and people are having meltdowns. They're like, no, how dare you, it's not bearded old white dudes writing my Lord of the Rings stuff. No, triggered. Ah. So yeah, it's a rhetoric thing at this point. I'm probably gonna get in trouble about ranting about it at some point. We're gonna accept the technology. We're gonna get rid of the sinister AI overlord. We're gonna get plans for a synchronized food service. Ooh. Accept the tech. I had to dye my beard pink just to fuck with people. Like, literally, I should dye my beard pink when I go to play Dragon Age the Veilguard. or put on a pink wig or something. Like I should totally just do it to fuck with the. And then there will totally be a demographic who comes out and goes, Renfail went woke. Oh my God, Renfail's woke. Dude, I've been woke since I was born. That term doesn't mean what you think it means. I wonder if I could get a wig. Hang on. Now, blue hair, pink beard. Let me go on Amazon real quick, guys. I may have to see if I can't get a pink wig. Oh, I totally can. I'm gonna sit down and talk to my wife and figure out which one of these I want to get. She'll help me. We'll be able to choose. I'm definitely gonna get a pink wig for Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Ooh, look at this one, guys. Hang on, I'm gonna have to open up a tab here. We're getting sidetracked, everybody. I gotta shrink this window down. Because it's gonna take up everything for the moment. I'm on my other screen too, so it's... Gosh darn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on. Is this locked? Well, I was going to reduce this window down, but it's not. I can't. Streamlabs is being cranky with me for some reason. Anyway, the one I was looking at just now is this one right here. The like blue, right here in the middle. I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor, but it's like blue at the top with pink coming down and it's all flowing. I'm thinking so, guys. I'm thinking we're gonna go all out for Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I wonder if I should get some... Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Pink matches my medicated eyes. It probably does. Some days more than others. If passion is poured into the creation of a great game, says Wolf Shield, does it matter who was behind it? Fuck no, it does not. This brings up a great discussion about separating art from the artist. They're eating dogs in Springfield. I know. Did you see, God, what's his name? The guy who plays, Police Captain, what's his name? God, I can't remember his name now. The actor who does that character, or he used to do Stu and everybody, or Abu and everybody, but he left the show for some of those characters. I'm blanking on that voice actor's name. Not, he doesn't just do voice acting. He's great. I loved him in that Ben Stiller movie when he gets married and he goes to the beach and he's like, "Do you like scuba? I like scuba." He steals his wife. Why am I blanking on his name? Anyway, he did a TikTok video the other day as the police captain talked about any dogs at Springfield. What? That was great. Shit that happens today, man. Hank Azaria, that's exactly who I'm thinking of. Thank you. He does so many things. Like, he's a really talented dude. Very broad range, yeah. I got some more crystals in here, too. What are these? Feline livers? Basalt? I've never seen basalt. A molten planet. Ew, we might have to go visit that. Yeah, screw you. I'm landing on my space station. Neener, neener, neener. Don't forget, everybody, today is a twofer day. We're streaming again later this afternoon, World of Warcraft. We're doing some dungeons tonight with guild members. We're going to start off with some questing. That's going to be around 5-ish, 5 p.m. my time. It may have volcanoes. I have never seen volcanoes in this game. I want to see volcanoes in this game, so we're going to go check that out here in a minute. Also, I've never seen basalt, so... Basalt. I'm gonna sell this stuff. Dude, I totally don't need the launch fuel. I don't think. I guess I'll hold on to it for now, but I've got the recharging thing, so it's not really something I need. Dusty ports. Excuse me. Go check this one out. Is it symmetrical? Don't fly away. Don't you dare fly away. It is symmetrical. No! Come back! He just disappeared. Come back! No! He like literally like disappeared through the no! Fuck! Well. It's off. Boo. I was too slow. Gotta talk to him and figure out what that was. Thinking I already turned in factions here. We want to go to the molten planet real quick. That was the rotting planet. Is this the molten one? It's the paradise one. Find where this was. Overgrown planet. There it is. Yeah, Babylonia. That is the one thing I wish they had here, was because we haven't fully... It hasn't completely gone recreational here. The moment it does, I will be able to obtain non-plant, non-flower, like gummies and stuff. Like, those are hard to come by, like, down here. Everything else I can get, but the gummies and those types of edible products, I wish I could get them down here because... Oh, is that a volcano? Holy shit, this is my first ever volcano. I'm still very much a flower-based individual because of where I live. But I love edibles because it's way easier on your throat and everything else. I have never seen a volcano. If I go in there, do I die, guys? Like, is that hot and I... like melt? Sniffer says your late stream is too late for me in the UK. Yeah, no, that's why I've been trying to do 2 streams for that reason. Like the morning stream, I can ensure that I cover my bases and have a pretty good European audience mixed in with people in the US who are doing early morning stuff. But then I can also hit the evening bracket for the US market as well. And then on Sundays, I'm doing something super early, mostly for my European audience as well. Because they do have a pretty big European audience with No Man's Sky, which makes sense considering it's a European company. Himulator says it's super hot. I've never seen. So do these things like spout lava and stuff? What the hell are these things? It's mostly cosmetic, throwing fire rocks and stuff. Oh, okay, so it's just... Oh, like that right there. Look, look. I just panned up too late. It was spitting out stuff. That was interesting. So it's just a cosmetic thing, kind of like the space worms. Still, kind of cool. Seeing one of these for the first time. I'll be dead if I step inside. Pass. What is that? There was a beeping that just went away. Very interesting. No, Super Priscato, what happened was I finished Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, and I had 3 days, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, before we start Starfield on Friday. So, since I'm in between games, this is a great place for me to jump in and do some extra No Man's Sky, but this is not a return to maining this game. This is just... I'm going to probably continue to do this for the rest of the year until I finish up all my objectives, which is anytime that I have free time between main games, I'm going to jump in and continue No Man's Sky, work on expeditions, work on base building, do that kind of stuff in between. For the moment, this is the game that is filling that gap. Also, last night, like as an example, there's so much I need to get done in World of Warcraft as well. I'm going to be slotting that in on like evening sessions where I can, because I've got a lot of, especially as I get to level 80, I've got a lot of gear I got to get ready for raids. So, but once I'm raid ready, I won't have to spend as much time. I've already got my cooking at max. Armor smithing is going to just be a long grind. I'll get 76 tonight, maybe 77. I'll be 80 probably by next week, and then I've got like 3 weeks to get my gear up, get my gear score up before we start raiding, which probably we need to have a meeting soon and figure out what our start date for raids is going to be. Sometime mid-November, or mid-October, sorry. Warhammer is great if I could get over those stupid multiplayer connectivity issues that are plaguing it. One way around it would just be play scheduled sessions with people, but I have a maxed out schedule right now. I'm finding time to want to schedule something is chaos. Well, I guess we're landing on the anomaly. I just need a portal back to my island base. Oh, come on. How did I miss that? There we go. Yes, I'm still streaming No Man's Sky on Sunday morning at Super Riscata. That is the weekly stream. I don't foresee me stopping No Man's Sky for the rest of this year, as long as we keep getting the turnouts that we've been getting. I mean, we had like, it's definitely down from when I was, peaking, but that's fine. There's always waves to everything. Like today, I think we peaked at about 65 viewers. We're at like 51 right now. For where I am and my financial needs, anything more than 35 to 40 people on a stream between the two streams is enough for me to justify, being live for a couple of hours. Yeah, I still do get pretty good numbers with No Man's Sky Babylonia. So like yesterday, I think we got up to around 70. Today, I think we've peaked around 65. We're averaging like 45 to 50 on my No Man's Sky streams, even on the Sunday mornings. Those are decent numbers for me. My Lord of the Rings streams are getting like 40. World of Warcraft is 30 to 35. So as long as I'm getting 35-ish, I'm happy to continue streaming, because it does make those 2 to 3 hour streams financially viable for me when tacked in with everything else. But like, it's still very much game dependent, because like there was a couple of Warhammer 40k streams where I dropped down to like 12 and 16 viewers, and when I see those kind of numbers, I'm done. I move on. I'm not willing to do that anymore. I was even earlier this year willing to, sit on stream for a couple hours, even if it was just 6 or 8 people, and I'm no longer willing to do that. Like if there's not 35-ish people tuning in, then it's not a game that I'm gonna want to stream or cover on the channel, because my goals are not going to be achieved by playing things that only 10 people want to watch. Like I got to focus on things that are generating an audience if I want to see the growth. It's great to play little things from time to time, but yeah, it doesn't hurt that I'm enjoying it, Babylonia. If I didn't enjoy it, yeah, I'd find something else to fill the slot, but it helps. This is fun. And there's still a ton of stuff that I have yet to do in this game that I want to do, like fleshing out my freighter and getting more ships and finishing the settlements and learning more about base building. And I'm really looking forward to World Update 2, which is going to expand the water and the biomes and deepen the oceans, I think, more. And I'll get into my underwater base building. The community build, we're doing those community builds streams, the community base tours on Sunday mornings. We're doing like the first hour of the stream is touring the community builds on that Paradise planet. That has been extremely enjoyable to me. When the one that we looked at the other day, it aired this morning. I streamed it on Sunday. The episode aired this morning if you haven't watched it yet, which was the second base tour video we did. But the base we toured, where the guy had like a underwater base attached to like, it was extremely, he basically went and found one of those broken up space stations or broken up freighters that had crashed into the ocean, and he built an ocean like rig. It looked like an oil rig with like a bunch of stuff going down underneath around the ruins of this freighter. That's Super Pescados. Was that yours? Dude, that base was fucking fire. So when I look at stuff like that, those are all the things that I still want to do. And that's something that is going to take me dozens of hours to build, to learn how to build, to get the components to build. Like, I'm still so early in terms of like base building. Like 100 hours into this game, that's nothing. Like, I haven't even crossed that threshold. We're close. Sunday. I think Sunday we'll cross 100 hours played. But I could easily see this being like, I have 500 hours between 2 playthroughs on Starfield. I could easily see this game giving me 500 hours of gameplay over the rest of this year, just doing it on like Sunday mornings and squished in between like all the main games I'm doing. So again, as long as the audience is there, give me 1 second. Frog in my throat. Speaking of why I would love to have gummies instead of organic plant matter, that's one of the reasons. But yeah, Sunday mornings for the foreseeable future. Like I told Chris, it was like, I have no problem getting up. I get up at 4 o'clock anyway. The hard part is going live that early, because usually I'm not live until like 8 or 9 in the morning. So usually I have about 4 hours to wake up and do my stuff and everything else. Go for a run. Like I went for a run today, came back, had breakfast, had a shower. Those days I just get up and go, and I'm so not here for like the first 30 minutes of those streams. I'm like, the caffeine hasn't kicked in, the medication's, I'm riding a wave, and all squinty-eyed at like 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, I'm not to that point yet where I can build for looks rather than function. I'm still learning. However, we are going to go back and play around with some base building this morning. Because I saw some things that had been done with some of the water bases, and I wanna check this out. I did not realize, guys, I totally did not realize until I watched the playback that I had left the Homestead stream open in a back tab with the audio open. And so the chickens were, the roosters were crowing and all this other stuff. I literally just thought that it was, I'm so used to it because that's the noise of our life here that I kind of just tuned it out. And so yeah, I'm playing No Man's Sky and you can hear chickens crowing in the background. I was like, oops. We are gonna do some base building something this morning. I wanna play around with some stuff. I haven't been back here for a while, and I want to toy around with some things. So we are going to do that this morning. However, I need a beverage and a bio. So I'll be back. You think the rooster should become a staple of my No Man's Sky stream? Simple country hyper chickens from a backwoods asteroid. That is kind of the idea of those morning streams over on the Homestead channel is like, by the way, I just picked up this cup, took a drink from it, and there's a crack in it. Maybe you can see that. And like juice went down my front. That was lovely. I didn't even pay attention to that being the cracked cup. Grape juice. Lovely. That'll be sticky in about an hour. Luckily, I'm an adult and I don't care. Super Pescata said there's a dude on your planet that has one of the craziest bases I've seen. Well, we're going to be checking more out on Sunday morning for sure. Joe California says cricket and chicken ASMR. And then Chris wants to do cooking and stuff on it. So, like I said, I just got to get a longer charging cable so that I can actually keep the phone charged while it's on the tripod. As long as it's not interfering, because like we've had some issues with my streaming internet the past couple of weeks. There have been hiccups, and so I've been trying not to, you know, because if I'm doing that stream over there and this stream over here, I got to try to use each connection. So as long as we're not having connection issues, I think we're going to keep doing that. Alright, now if I'm not mistaken, I just want to play around with something this morning. I'm not trying to actually build anything, per se. Alright, I need to go into camera mode. Yeah. So, like, you can start... I don't know that it matters where I put this. What I kind of want to do is find out where there is one of those underground tunnels. So if I'm not mistaken, this is going to slap this down on the face of the water? Or is that underwater? Oh, it put it underwater. I may need to go down there and understand how it's being placed. Did it leave the impression in the environment? I think it totally did leave a square impression. Okay. Well, I know there's some tunnels around here. I want to go find the tunnels because I had this idea. Oh, I need to get out of the build camera. Herpa-derpa! Where is that tunnel at? I think this is it right over here. There's multiple tunnels. And what I'd like to do... Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of the tunnels. Yep, it is. Okay, this is what I want to do right here. I want to have something here that, like, can come down in here, come out, and then, like, a walkway, like the tunnels, and then go out over there somewhere. I don't know. We're going to play around with some building today. Programmist says parts only snap to surfaces first, but if you build them top on top, you can remove the lower parts to have parts floating. Right, so like the the one I want to build on the base of the up on the surface, I need to put first and then drop them down, or can start one at the bottom and build up from there. I may not have a bunch of stuff that I can build with yet in terms of structures and rooms and all these things. I may need to go buy more of these. Are there more of these available on the anomaly, guys? Like underwater things? Or were these all the ones that are available? What is the marine shelter? Oh, that's not even... So I've got watertight door, main pool floor, L-shaped tunnel, T-shaped tunnel, X-shaped tunnel, vertical glass going up and down, glass tunnel going horizontal, and then from there as well. Okay. What's the difference between a cylindrical room? That's for up top, I think. A deep water chamber. So I want to go free placement. Like, how do I get it to go where I want? Because right now it's like, I would love it if there was a way to like bring it up. But this is just going to be like playing around with camera angles to get the look that I want. I wish there was a way for me to like raise it, lower it, push it out, bring it in. I'm never going to be able to get the placement I want with this, probably. So when I delete the base thing, does the terrain come back? Because what I don't want to do is destroy the terrain. Well, screw it. We're experimenting. So then I'll just delete the bottom one, right? Something like this is what you're saying. And then we go into target, edit, and then we delete that one. Okay, so the terrain does come back when you delete like that. Okay, perfect. So that gets me that free and clear. It's not in anything. The terrain will grow back eventually. Or I can use the terrain. As you say, I can use the terrain builder. By the way, do I run out of water, run out of air while I'm in building mode, guys? Or is that something I have to worry about? Oh no, I didn't mean to delete that part. I hit the wrong button. Hang on, we gotta redo that. Building underwater is dangerous? That's what I was wondering, if you could drown while you're down here. Okay. Well, that's what I was wondering. You can die? Alright. Bummer. Well, I could probably do it from up top. This isn't too deep. Because we can toggle the camera and just go down in here and play around with things. Okay. So everything is in that direction. So what I probably want to do, if I can have this over here and then build some sort of a... I don't know what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm playing around with stuff. Glass tunnels. Can I... Oh, they can only be attached to a certain... What am I missing? Crystal, sulfide, and glass. So I need... I know I have glass... I know I have glass on the ship. On my freighter. And I also have crystal sulfide. If I'm going to be building on this planet, I'm going to have to build storage chests down here, I think. Crystal sulfide's a pain to gather. Yeah, I know. I have plenty of silicate powder to make glass. The crystal sulfide's the thing. Hold that thought. I have so much crystal sulfide. Silicate powder. Let's just make a stack of glass. So I gotta remember how to get... Crystal sulfide. I need to track that. Pretty sure that's all the underwater stuff. Crystal sulfide. I think it's a plant, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I gotta remember the name of those, that's what I can't remember the name of those things where you find them, the plants. Can I not scan unless I'm in my little machine? Can't remember. Hang on, I just realized I need to do something before I get sidetracked, because I will lose this place if I don't mark it accordingly. Did that get me above the surface? I'm out of pure ferrite. What I really want to do, that should be enough, just to mark the location, because I will forget how to find it. Oxygen levels critical. The scanner's going to show them, someone says? Yeah, but what are they called? Because I'm not seeing any of them at the moment. It was those things that like do the weird explosion and they have like the green crystals on the outside. I thought these were them and they're not. Like these are something else. And I'm wondering if I gotta be in my little submergible to get the... Oh! This... Okay. Never mind, I was herping and derping. Okay, thank you. That's the reminder I needed. Appreciate it. I was using the other scanner. Still no audio on YouTube? I don't know why there would not be any audio on YouTube. I would say refresh the page, maybe? I don't know, like... No, everybody on YouTube has audio. There's no audio on Twitch right now. I don't know why. Yeah, that's a decoder issue or something on their end. Which sucks. It should eventually resolve itself. Usually it's only like 90 seconds before the audio comes back. I'll tell you what, guys. Let me switch the internet and see if that fixes it. It all just. All right. Well, let me switch Ethernet cables. This will for sure kill the. Here, I'm gonna type this out. This will for sure kill it. All right, assuming we don't have any problems, I'm just gonna.
Technology recharge.
Do I have to not analyze that? Audio's back on Twitch? Yeah, that was just me switching the internet cable, Ethernet cable, guys. At least it's back now. Those little bastards are gonna follow me everywhere, I think. And YouTube's now a green screen. I'm not going to be able to win today, am I? Give it a couple minutes, guys. If it's going to be cranky, I'll have to just deal with it. Yeah, if YouTube's being messy now, I may have to, I would have to reset everything. forget what the alluring specimen was.
Units received.
I think it was something about harvesting those little glowing blue balls, green balls. Well, we'll give it a couple minutes, guys. If YouTube doesn't fix itself, like try to refresh the YouTube page. If it doesn't, I mean we're 2 hours and 45 minutes in. If it's gonna be cranky, we might just end up wrapping things up today until this evening's stream. Well, this is something I had a long discussion with Chris about last night. Like I get way more numbers on YouTube because that's where I've spent the most amount of time building my audience up. But sometimes the live streaming, like the difference is that with Twitch, everybody gets a single URL that you go to, right? Twitch.tv/Renfail. So if there's ever an internet hiccup or any sort of issues, when it resolves itself, everyone is still at the exact same URL. You don't have to do anything. It's always there. Whereas a YouTube live stream is its own unique individual URL. So if I have to shut down a stream for any reason, and to bring it back up, everybody needs a brand new link, as opposed to just hanging out on the page and waiting for that hiccup to go away or for the live stream to come back and everything else. I mean, in a perfect world, I would do what everyone else does, which is I would stream only on YouTube, or excuse me, stream only on Twitch and use YouTube for my long form content and stuff. But the numbers aren't there for me to do that yet on Twitch. I think if we get to the point where we're fielding partner level numbers, which is like 75 people average, like minimum per stream over on Twitch, that'll be about the time I might consider only streaming on Twitch. But we got a long way to get to that point. I mean, it just depends on the day now. We do. Usually if I'm getting 35 to 40 over on YouTube, I'm getting 15 over on Twitch. And that's normal because we've built up on YouTube for so many years. Has YouTube refreshed, guys? Has it come back or is it still green screen? Or gray screen. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's gray. So we fixed the Twitch audio, but then we screwed up the YouTube. That's gonna blow up in my face. Still green? Well, unfortunately, guys, the only way for me to fix that is to completely reset everything and start from scratch, and we're 2 hours and 45 minutes in, which means we're too late into the stream for me to be thinking about that. If this was 20 minutes in, I would totally reset everything. But it's close enough to the end now where, what time is it? Like, I haven't even looked at my phone. Yeah, it's like 11. Yeah. Go ahead and wrap it here, everybody. And I will be back this afternoon for World of Warcraft. Everybody, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. That's something to do with when there's an internet hiccup on my end. It does weird things with Twitch and or YouTube, and it just depends on the day which one it's gonna mess up. So apologies to everyone. We'll be back again tomorrow morning with more No Man's Sky. Pay the bill. Tonight we'll be back World of Warcraft around 4 or 5 p.m. Central Time, and no more No Man's Sky tomorrow. First thing in the morning. Thanks for being here, guys. Hanging out. We'll catch you next time.